Okay, how to retrieve your impounded automobile. Not your motor vehicle, but your automobile without paying any impound or towing fees. This is this book was prepared 90% of it by a guy named Tom Smith, who has now passed away. But years ago, um, of course, the American Liberties have the published rights to it, and this is in memory of Tom Smith. He was a, a paralegal sort of guy and very knowledgeable. He helped many people with IRS situations, like everybody. Not everybody got help, but he helped a lot of people. And I worked with him for a while. And we worked on this. He put this book together. And once he and I went through it, we made a few changes, but you know, without a doubt, he gets all the credit. God bless him. He did a good job. He explains the due process of law. Now, with this being said, this this carries through everything, whether it be the IRS, whether it be any court action. You have a right to notice of uh, and to deal with that notice an opportunity for them just to come and get your car, take it away, and then charge you um, is a crime in itself. And with the American law, the way it is, we can institute our rights, but it's not a big deal. You just file in small claims court, and there's going to be more on that in small claims court, how to handle your employer when it comes to the IRS. If he gives them money without without notice and opportunity for you, they just come and take your money, and the employer doesn't want to listen, and he gives it to the IRS. Well, guess what? You can take your employer to small claims court. Again, there will be more on that later. But here in front of you, you see on the screen, at least I hope you see it on the screen, um, the explanation on how all this comes about. This goes in pretty good detail. It's not a long study. Like I said, it's only about 23 pages. But in this book, we give you all the tools needed, including let me get to it. As you can see, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Now, when he says my experience, that's not me, Chris Chapman. That is Tom Smith. And and he says, now I had a problem. How do I get my car back without paying towing and impound fees? After studying the aforementioned on due process, I came to the conclusion that towing company seized my car without due process. So I called the towing company and asked to speak to the owner. And it went something like this. Me. Am I speaking to the owner? And assuming the owner answered the phone, I am the owner. To whom am I have the honor of speaking? And he gives his name. And then me, or I'll say Tom. Tom, I have a form in my possession that you towed and impounded my car. And he gives a description that was registered to me. And so the owner says, let me check. And he pauses and he comes back and he said, yep, I have your car. And now the United States Constitution at Amendment 5 and 14 states, private property cannot be seized without due process. These amendments only apply to the government, but he doesn't know this. So I simply bamboozle him with, do I get my due process? Oh, what do you mean due process? Well, due process is defined as notice and opportunity to be heard. So when do I get my notice and opportunity to be heard? Well, you'll have to talk to the police. They are the ones that towed your car. The police did not hook onto my car and tow it. You are the one that hooked to my car and towed it to your lot. You previously admitted to that. And then he goes on, and this will go on. It gives you a good idea of how the conversation's going to go. Not all conversation, obviously, is going to be the same. And so when and then so if he refuses to give you his car, now some cases they say just come and get your car and get it the hell out of here. And but if you have to take him to small claims court, here is the form, and this is the way you write the case. You just type it out to put the name of the court, your address, all your information. And be careful, you put in your information. Don't leave anything out that doesn't belong to you in these templates, and you're good to go. And so I just want to let everybody know that this book is available to you, and you can email me how to get the book, which is the best way to pay. For donations of $35, the book is yours. Just let me know, and we can have a conversation about it even. So good information here. Make use of it, and thank you very much, and I will talk to you soon.